Hello everyone, Jester Bell is back. I am sorry I am still not back in my regular setup, and this is just going to be a recording video, but after a little bit of a hiatus, I've been wanting to do a new video all day, but I couldn't really think of one to do, and certainly there's a lot of little stories that have cropped up that I thought about doing a video on, but finally I landed on this news story because it's the one that I feel I really have a lot to say about it. James Gunn has been confirmed to direct Superman, the new Superman Legacy movie. Now, you might think it's not been confirmed because the major trades haven't reported on it, but let me explain to you how we know for sure. So Tom King, who is currently working for DC Studios, was doing an interview on YouTube, and he let it slip on that interview that James Gunn would also be directing the Superman movie as well as writing it. And the people behind that YouTube channel let it get out, and Tom King went right back to them and asked them to take the video down, which it has now been completely removed. But it has not stopped the story from making the rounds because Tom King would definitely know if James Gunn was directing these Superman films, since he's working for the studio and that he's one of the writers for them now. But also, from what I'm hearing from various leakers and so forth, is that they've known for a long time that James Gunn is directing the Superman movie. It's like well known in the industry right now because a casting call has gone out for Superman and Lois for the Superman movie that's going to be shooting in 2024, and it has listed James Gunn as the director, so that is confirmed. This is going to be a purely James Gunn Superman movie. He is directing, he is writing, and I want to talk about how I feel about that. So first of all, why hasn't this been officially announced yet? And even with the pressure that's being put on them right now with the leak that has come out, they still have not officially announced it to the trades yet. Now, why is that happening? Well, I think it's happening because I think that it would be a very bad look for James Gunn to be the CEO of this company, to have a lot of projects announced that sound like his passion projects, and to also put him as the sole creator involved with Superman. So far, we haven't heard even any sort of official confirmation of new creatives coming in for this universe. So I think that it would be really bad to just continue to confirm that this is the James Gunn universe, that so far everything is being helmed by him or written by him in some way. Now, I want to talk about why I really don't like this idea. And there is precedent. I understand that this has been in the works for a long time. Superman was originally one of the projects offered to James Gunn when he first came to DC, but he said he had no interest in it. And he's gone on the record to explain why he changed his mind. But it's still not a great fit for me because I don't see James Gunn's style as fitting with Superman at all. Superman is more of a pure-hearted superhero, and it's for everyone, really. James Gunn, what he likes to do, and he's done it over and over again, is create a raunchier superhero comedies, really, with D-list characters that no one cares about. He has not handled an A-list character like this yet, and it really seems like his tone and style, if used in any way for Superman, just would not work with the character, in my opinion. Of course, people have noted it's entirely possible for him to reinvent his brand to do Superman. It's entirely possible, of course, but then I wonder, is that going to strip away what people have really liked about him? Because I don't see James Gunn as such a brilliant writer. He wrote Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 2, not the best written movie. And I'm wondering, but it's really been that whole style of his, the raunchy humor mixed with heart, that really sells his movies. And I'm wondering if he's going to be able to fare as well without that in a Superman movie where that is stripped away. Certainly, maybe he can handle some of the heart of the movie, but I still am not convinced. I do not think that he is a good fit for this character, and he would have been my last choice for it. But more what I'm thinking of with this movie is how can James Gunn have time for any of these other projects when he's so focused on Superman? And that seems to be the main thing that he's doing. He's going to finish up Guardians of the Galaxy 3 in May, so he won't have any more obligations to Marvel. And we know that he wrote Creature Commandos, which I really think is going to be just a low-budget, quick, cheap show to come out. He's going to oversee that, no doubt. I don't think he's going to be the sole director on that. But I'm wondering wondering if Superman Legacy is going to shoot in early 2024, then how does that leave him any time for these other things? Is he going to quickly direct Waller in the latter half of 2023? Is he going to have any time to develop The Authority while he's also directing Superman? And I don't think that he would want to spread himself so thin on that, because this Superman movie, in my opinion, once again, I'm saying that a lot, it is really what is going to make and break him as the CEO of this company. Because if Superman doesn't do well or if it even just underperforms, then he is gone. Because his whole reason for being here is to try to reinvigorate some interest in this brand. And I don't really have faith that he can do it. He would have to really surprise me. But once again, I think that he wouldn't have time for all of this other stuff if he's so focused on doing what's supposed to be a big 4-quadrant mainstream movie that is reinvigorating the Superman brand. And I'm just wondering, is Waller even going to happen now? Is The Authority going to happen? It just seems like it's way too much responsibility put on one person. Kevin Feige always hires other creatives to work with him on the projects, and right now Marvel is suffering with Kevin Feige said to be spread too thin. So I'm just wondering, like, are all these projects that have been announced, The Authority, Waller, Booster Gold, all these things, Paradise Lost, Green Lantern, how many of those things are actually going to happen? Because it seems like right now all hands are on deck for the Superman movie, and these other passion projects for James Gunn that I think he would want to be a part of, especially the stuff directly connected to Peacemaker. I'm just wondering, how is he going to have any time for this if he wants to make sure that he is giving his 100% to the Superman movie? And it's been thrown out there that perhaps James Gunn is just trying to collect as many paychecks for himself as he can before this gig is up for him. But right now, I don't really feel a lot of positivity towards the future of DC movies, except for their quote-unquote Elseworld stuff like the Batman 2 and Joker 2, as I've said many, many, many times. Even then, though, I don't think that their Elseworlds is really going to last. I don't feel really hopeful for any of these stuff until James Gunn is really gone. I am not impressed with him as a CEO so far, not from the projects that he's picked, not from the potential of him being the director and the sole creative involved with the Superman movie, or really any of his etiquette online. I just am not a fan of any of it. But let me tell you, you guys tell me what you think of this in the comments. Do you think that James Gunn is the right fit for a Superman movie? Are you looking forward to Superman Legacy, or are you not even going to pay attention to anything DC until this guy is gone? Do you think that he's going to be ousted out before any of this really takes off? Let me know in the comments below, and I will see you guys next time. As always, you can support me on Patreon, and thank you, patrons Vincent and Jay, and I'll see you guys next time.